Don't tell Father Jerry I broke my earpiece. He might take it out of my salary. Margie, you didn't hear that. She's the one who calculates my wages. Anyhow, that reading from Hebrews starts basically with, we have faith and hope in the things we cannot see. And we see that as a perfect example when Hebrews mentions Abraham. He and Sarah were childless. She was beyond childbearing age. And yet God tells him that they will bear a child and they will be the mother of all nations. Abraham and Sarah took the leap, and they trusted in the hope that God would fulfill God's promise. And of course, today we have our Jewish peoples who are descendants of Sarah and Abraham. Moses was told to go to Egypt and tell the Pharaoh to release my people. He had no idea what he was getting back into, because remember, he had to flee Egypt because of a murder. But he went back, trusting that the Lord would be with him. And when he led the people out of Egypt, they had no idea where they were going. But Moses told them, be assured that the God who's with you on this journey through the desert will be with you. And of course, we see it in the clouds of fire and the cloud that in the daytime. Each and every one of us, as we begin a new stage in our life, we have no idea what's going to happen. Look at the young people who are going to return to school in a few weeks. They're going into a different grade. They might be going from grade school to high school, but they don't know what's going to happen. But because their parents have trust in the educational system in this community, they're sent, not knowing if they're going to make new friends, whether they're going to have good teachers. But because we have faith in the school system, which is not perfect, by the way, we send them. When we graduate from school and we're starting a new job, our things are, what's it going to be like? What am I getting into? What's going to happen? But we move forward and say, I'm going to do it. Because if we don't move forward, we end up going backward and we end up nowhere. Each and every one of us has to make a decision. When we're downsizing our homes, when we're moving from, say, a bigger home to a smaller condo or a smaller home, what do I have to give up? We all go through that stage, I think, of what we start looking at things and say, this reading was given to me by so-and-so, this was given to me by such and such. And some of the things we don't want to part with, but we have to in order to move on with our lives. But that's putting our trust that everything will be okay. And that's what Hebrews is talking about. And as a result, we don't know where we're going sometimes. We have no idea. As Tom said at the beginning, I was Susie's principal when I was there. And all of a sudden, my life got screwed up and I got sent away to the seminary. And I had no idea what I was getting into. But I did it. But one thing my parents said, if I walked out on the day of ordination, they'd still love me. And that made all the difference. And I'm happy. But I won't tell you what Susie was like in grade school. That's a whole other homily. But the whole idea is that we have to, as a people, trust that the Lord will lead us in the right direction. We see that with Elizabeth and Mary. Elizabeth was old. She shouldn't have borne a child. Yet she trusted that she and Zechariah trusted that the God would fulfill their wishes. And of course, Mary, let it be done to me according to your word. And of course, because of her, we have Jesus, who came so that we might have new life. So when we're afraid, we should always look to see those who support us, those who back us up, and when we make decisions to do something, maybe we consult with people who are knowledgeable. We consult those whom we trust. those who have faith, and they will guide us to making the right decision. But it takes courage, because it's having faith in hope in the things we cannot see. Just as the gospel tells us, be prepared. We don't know the hour of the day. We don't worry about that, but we know that if we live a life that brings us closer to God, we will share the reward of everlasting life with Jesus and God in heaven. That's what it's about, having faith. We may not know where we're going all the time, but when we choose the right path, consult with the right people, and place our hope and trust in that the Spirit of God will lead us, then we're on the right path. So let us move forward, because if we don't move forward, we get nowhere, and we end up being nothing because we don't take that leap. But it means having faith. And that's difficult at times, but we do it because we are a people of faith. We're people of hope. And we're people that love the Lord in such a way that we'll never be led down the wrong path.
Thank you for joining us today. Our digital ministry provides a valuable service to parishioners and visitors alike. How wonderful that we can share God's Word, the celebration of the Eucharist, and other important words and events with those who may not be able to be with us in person. If you would like to support this effort, please go to olphglenview.org, click on the gold donate button, and then the Sunday giving icon to make a contribution on our secure online giving portal. We sincerely appreciate your past and ongoing support. Thank you for helping us continue this ministry. God bless.